myself Nagmani Ali Shetty from Adarsh Nagar School. Today we are going to learn civics, okay, chapter number 5. So are you ready with the textbook and this? So we will start our lesson, okay? See, I welcome you to this online class standard 7th, okay? Today we are going to learn the subject civics. In the civics, we are going to learn a new topic, that is fundamental rights. Okay, chapter number 5, fundamental rights, part 2. So today we are going to learn first half of the lesson, and in the next chapter session we are going to learn the next part. Now children, as you can see here, last time you have learned about fundamental rights, right? But these are very important rights, and I would like to revise this, the concept of fundamental rights. Rights क्या होते हैं? Rights are the authorities given to the individual in the society. So now let's see what are fundamental rights. See, fundamental rights are the basic rights given to an individual by the constitution for his development. Okay, these are given by the constitution. Okay, these are guaranteed by the constitution for our development. They are constitutional rights. They are called constitutional rights. Fundamental rights are important for social life. Okay, no one can violate these rights. Nobody can stop you from enjoying these rights. Okay, everybody has the can enjoy fundamental rights. The fundamental rights are protected by judiciary. Okay, so if anybody is stopping you from enjoying fundamental rights, you can go to judiciary. Okay, now next we will see, as you know, in the last session we have learned about fundamental rights. There are 6 fundamental rights. Okay, how many fundamental rights are there? 6. Okay, first one is what? Right to equality. That you have already learned about this right, but still I would like to revise, as these are very important. Okay, what is right to equality? Right to equality means everybody is equal in front of the law. No one is superior or inferior in front of the law. Okay, so everybody is equal before the law. Then next, right to freedom. See, freedom means, okay, you are given liberty to live. Okay, you have given liberty to speak, to move within the territory of India. So there are many freedoms given under this right. Okay, then right against exploitation. As you have learned about this, right against exploitation. Okay, so this right is given to protect the children. Okay, to protect the children from doing child labor. Okay, जो बच्चे जो है वो child labor बन जाते हैं, उनके लिए ये. So this right protects the children. Okay, then next is what? Right to freedom of religion. Okay, this right we are going to learn today. Okay, right to freedom of religion. And then cultural and educational rights. Okay, cultural and educational rights. Then last is there right to constitutional remedies. Okay, so these first 3 we have already done. So the next is what? Right to freedom of religion and cultural and educational right. These 2 rights we are going to discuss today. Okay, next, now what is the freedom of religion? What is this right means? ये right का मतलब क्या है? See, right to freedom of religion. As you can see on the slide, you can see the picture, the image of the people worshipping God. Okay, so this right, what it means, what is given under this right, we are going to see in the next. Okay, see what freedom of religion says. Constitution जो है वो क्या कहता है? Each Indian citizen is free to practice any religion and to establish institutions for religious purposes. मतलब हर एक इंडियन सिटीजन इज फ्री they can follow any religion of their choice. Okay, and they can establish, they can set up institutions for religious practices, they can form associations, they can form groups to spread the religion of their choice. Okay, so let's see how what religions are practiced in India. इंडिया में कौन से रिलीजन प्रैक्टिस किया जाता है, दैट वी आर गोइंग टू सी. ओके, नेक्स्ट. See, in India many religions are practiced. Okay, there is Hinduism. Okay, the people who follow Hinduism, they are called Hindus. Then Buddhism is there. Okay, these people are known as Buddhist. Then Islam is there. Okay, so Muslims follow Islam religion. Then Parsi is there. Then Sikhism. Okay, they are called Sikhs. Then Jainism. Okay, Jain people are also there in our India, they practice Jainism. And then Christianity. Okay, these people are called Christians. Those who follow Christianity, they are called Christians. And then Judaism. Okay, this is also there. Okay, these people are known as Jews. Okay, जो follow करते हैं उनको बोलते हैं Jews. So these are the religions practiced in India. And as you know, India is a secular state. Okay, Indians are allowed to practice any religion of their choice. So India is called a secular state. Constitution जो है वो उन्होंने क्या बोला है? See, India is a secular state. That means you can follow any religion of your choice. आपको जो religion आपको लगता है, आपको जिस religion में आस्था है, that religion you can follow. You are free to follow any religion of your choice. This is called secular state. Okay, in secular state what happens, many religions are there and citizens are allowed to practice any religion. Okay, next we will see there are many ways of worshipping God. Okay, Hindus worship in different way and Muslims worship in different way, and Christians are there. Okay, they go to different places to worship their God. Okay, next we will see these are the places of worship. Okay, while following the religion, people what they do, they worship different places, they go to temples, they go to church. Okay, they go to mosque, or they go to this temple. Okay, Sikhs, they follow, they go to another temple. Okay, that is called Gurudwara. Okay, so these all places they can go, they are free to visit these places to worship their God, to offer prayers to their gods. Okay, next we will see Buddhist can follow their religion. See, Buddhist can pray to their God. And then church people, some people, Christians people, they go to church to attend their prayers. Okay, to offer their prayers, they go to church. So everything, every citizen is allowed and he is free to go to any religious places. Okay, nobody can stop you to go to religious places. Next we will see, as you can see here, there are different people following different religions. Okay, there are Hindus, there are Muslims, there are Christians, Sikhs. Okay, Parsis are there. So all these are different religions and they are allowed to follow their own religion. Okay, now next we will see while following these religions, see, all government has banned, prohibited inhuman customs of this religion. In the name of religion, if you practice any inhuman custom, tradition or superstition, अगर आपने धर्म के नाम पे कुछ भी inhuman और unfair activity किया, so government can stop you from doing that. For example, child marriage is there. Okay, superstitions. Okay, अंधविश्वास जो बोलते हैं ना, अगर that you are doing, so that is also an offense. In previous days, what happened, what used to do people, in the name of religion they used to follow sati system. Okay, you know sati system, where if husband dies, अगर husband मर जाते हैं, so that wife also was forced to sit on the pyre of that his husband. So she was forced, even if she doesn't wish to go, then also she was forced to sit on the pyre of his husband's body. So these all inhuman customs, all these are banned by the government. Okay, these are prohibited by the government, and following these superstitions is also an offense. एक गुना माना जाता है अगर आप ये सब inhuman practices follow करेंगे. Okay, in the name of religion you cannot practice all these traditions or customs. With what happens when we follow all this? We are disturbing the discipline, we are disturbing the peace. Okay, we are disturbing the hygiene of the people, of the society. So for that reason government has banned all these customs and traditions. Okay, so while enjoying our religion, while doing the practice of our religion, so it is also necessary to see that no one is disturbed. Okay, no one is disturbed their peace or their discipline. We should not disturb others peace and discipline. So we are free to follow our religion, but at the same time we have to see that others are not getting disturbed with our religious practices. Okay, so this is all about this inhuman customs and traditions. Okay, next we will see now what is given. State cannot impose religious taxes on any religion. See, if group is following any particular religion, okay, and they have set up an institution, okay, अगर उन्होंने एक एसोसिएशन बनाया, so government is not allowed to take any tax from this religious institutions. Okay, so they are not allowed to collect any taxes from this type of religious institutions. Okay, why this is so? Because they are free to follow their own religion. Okay, they can spread their own religion. So government is not putting any tax. Okay, it is not allowed to collect any taxes. Okay, and nobody is forced to pay the tax also. Nobody can be compelled to pay the tax for the sake of religion. Religion के नाम पे आपको tax भरने को कोई नहीं कहा जाएगा. Even if you have set up any institution to promote your religion, आपका religion को अगर promote करने के लिए आपने एक institution बनाया, for that also you are not supposed to pay any tax. Okay, from government side you cannot it cannot impose any tax. Okay, government जो है वो कुछ भी tax आपके ऊपर नहीं लगा सकते in the name of any religion. So this is one more rule in the mentioned in the constitution में ये भी बताया गया है कि we should not pay any religious taxes. Okay, now next we will see one more thing, one more important thing is also mentioned in the constitution में और क्या कहा गया है? Religious education not compulsory in educational institutions. See, if you are going to school, so you're going to learn something new to go to school. Okay, in school you learn something new, but at the same time it is not compulsory for you to learn religious education. Okay, religious education जो है वो आपके ऊपर compulsory नहीं है. You are not forced to learn all this religious education. So that is also given mentioned in the constitution. And in which schools it is applied? The schools in which government aid is given, अगर government जो है वो aid देता है, in that schools it is not compulsory that you are going to learn religious education. Okay, so if you wish to learn you can learn, but it is not compulsory, you are not forced to learn religious education. Okay, in educational institutions you learn something new, but not compulsory that you should learn religious education only. Okay, so that is not imposed on you, it is not forced on you that you learn this religious education. Okay, it is not compulsory. Now next we will see now we are going to learn about cultural and educational rights. Now what is cultural and educational rights? See, as you can see, in India many religions are practiced. Okay, इंडिया में जो है बहुत सारे रिलीजन्स है, देयर कस्टम्स आर देयर, ओके, डिफरेंट पीपल फॉलो डिफरेंट कस्टम्स, different practice they do. So this India is a land of great diversity. Okay, variety is there in their culture. Okay, their lifestyle is different. Okay, their customs are different. Their practices are different. As you can see on the slide, see there are different types of dance forms. Okay, their lifestyle is different according to the place they live. Okay, you can know that northeastern Assam, Meghalaya, Manipur, all this culture, even South states or North state, all you can find a variety of difference in their lifestyle. Okay, that we are going to learn in detail in the next slide. See, as you must have attended any weddings, आपने wedding शादियों में भी attend किया होगा different communities के. Okay, so in their community, their wedding ceremony is also practiced in different way. As you can see on the slide, see Maharashtrian people they follow different practice. South states they follow different, and you can see in this Sikh religion, they their wedding ceremony is different. In Muslim community, their wedding ceremony is different. So all these customs they form their culture, उनका culture हो जाता है. And government constitution, what constitution says, you can preserve this culture, आप अपना जो culture है उसको protect कर सकते हो. Okay, next we will see what the right says. Culture, right to education and cultural right क्या बोलता है? Right to preserve language, culture and tradition. आप अपने लैंग्वेज को, कल्चर को एंड ट्रेडिशन को प्रोटेक्ट कर सकते हो, प्रिजर्व कर सकते हो, एंड टू मेक एफर्ट्स टूवर्ड्स देयर प्रमोशन. एंड यू कैन डू मेनी एफर्ट्स टू प्रिजर्व योर कल्चर, योर लैंग्वेज. जो भी आपका स्क्रिप्ट है उसको आप प्रिजर्व कर सकते हो, यू कैन conserve it. Okay, constitution has given a right to preserve the language, culture and tradition. Now what is culture, that we are going to see. Okay, next we will see, as I told you, there is a great cultural diversity in India. Okay, as you can see on the slide, okay, there is a variety of great diversity in India, and we have been living for so many years, okay, with this culture. So we are free to follow our culture, to preserve our culture. अपना जो भी culture है उसको preserve कर सकते हो. All that practices, all customs, which we, the way we worship God, okay, the way we dress ourselves, the way we do ceremonies, all this comes under the concept culture. Okay, next we will see during festivals also, according to our religion we practice, we celebrate festivals. हम लोग फेस्टिवल सेलिब्रेट करते हैं. Okay, different religious people follow or celebrate different festivals. Okay, like Ganesh Chaturthi or Eid. Muslims celebrate Eid, Mohram, and their food is also different. उनका जो खाना food रहता है, that is also different. You will find a great variety in all these, okay, celebrations and their food. So all this you can preserve, all this you can follow freely without any ban on this. Okay, you can follow your food, you can continue your whatever special typical food you are having, your cultural food, so that all you can enjoy. Okay, next we will see, as I told you, in the concept culture, what it comes elements of Indian music. See, there are different types of musics. Music is there. Okay, so different state people play different instruments. Okay, there are different classical music is there. So all this comes under our culture. Next, we will see, as I told you, there are different dance forms in every different state. Okay, like you can see here in northeastern states, Okay, Manipuri dance is there, Odisha dance is there, then in the north side Punjab mein Bhangra. So these all are their classical dance forms. Okay, and you can preserve, you can represent different culture. Okay, so according to religion, these classical dance are formed. So these all you can practice. Okay, you are allowed to practice any dance forms. Okay, next we will see, as you can see, there is a variety of culture. Variety you can see in this culture. Okay, there are different land dance forms are there. Okay, their costumes are different. Their lifestyle is different. So all these citizens can follow their own culture. Okay. Next we will see, as I told you, it is a very wide concept. Culture में सब आता है आपका जो lifestyle है. See, you can see here rangolis. These all comes under the concept culture. Okay. See, even you can see here Rajasthani. In Rajasthan, what culture is there? Puppet show is there. As you can see on the slide, so typical whatever their dance form is there, whatever their culture is there, that they can preserve. Okay, their music is there. Okay, you know, folk music. Okay, village people, they sing songs. As you can see, costumes are different. So all these you can follow according to your own culture. Okay, next we will see, according to our culture, our dressing style is different. As you can see, a variety in the dressing style also. All different states follow different dressing sense. Okay, उनका जो रहने तरीका that method is different. Their way of life is different. They uh, they use different types of dresses also. So this is all diversity. We will call it diversity. In India, you can find all this diversity, but still we live in unity. Okay, diversity, unity in diversity. We are all united. Even if our cultures are different, अपनी जो culture है वो different है, but we stay united. We follow our own culture, and we are free to follow our own culture. Okay, so this is all about this culture. Okay, you are free to follow your culture, you are free to preserve, you are free to protect your culture. आपका जो भी cultural है, typical whatever method is there of your lifestyle है, उसको आप follow कर सकते हो. Okay, next we will see, as I told you, India has many states. Okay, India has 29 states. So in these states, different people speak different languages. For example, in Maharashtra, we speak Marathi. Okay, in Madhya Pradesh, they speak Hindi. Okay, in Jammu and Kashmir, you can see Kashmiri language they use. So there are many languages. Okay, spoken in India. India में बहुत सारे language के लोग रहते हैं, and they are free to speak their language. In India, there are total how many languages are there? 1652 languages are there. See, so many languages. Okay, so people can speak their own language. Okay, you can see here in India, Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, they can speak Tamil. Kerala, they speak their regional language Malayalam. In Karnataka, they speak their regional language Kannada. So all these languages they can speak. They are free to speak their own language. They are free to conserve, preserve their, protect their own script. उनका जो script रहता है, that also they can preserve. Okay, they can use in their education. उनके जो education है उसमें उनका language जो है वो use कर सकते हैं. They are allowed in this cultural and educational right. They are allowed to preserve their language. उनका जो भी language है वो preserve कर सकते हैं. They can use. Okay, next we will see, as you can see your notes. See, just now I told you about the language. Now if you observe carefully, अगर आपने ठीक से ध्यान से देखा होगा ये notes के ऊपर, so what language can you see, children? आप कौन सा लैंग्वेज देख सकते हो यहाँ पे नोट्स पे? सी, Hindi is given. Okay, Hindi is written on these notes. Then English is there. Okay, so Hindi is our ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज ऑफ इंडिया. इंडिया का जो ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज है वो हिंदी है. एंड इंग्लिश इज ऑल्सो नोन एज अवर ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज. सो दीज टू लैंग्वेजेस यू कैन सी इन अवर ऑन अवर नोट्स. ओके, बिसाइड्स दिस, इसके अलावा और कौन सा लैंग्वेज आपको देखने को मिलता है नोट्स पे? कैन यू टेल मी? इफ यू ऑब्जर्व द नोट्स, there are different languages are also there in the notes. Okay, I'll tell you. Next we will see in the next slide, we will see about the variety of languages. Okay, next slide we will see, as you can see here, there are 15 languages are used in the on this note. Okay, you can find 15 languages if you observe carefully. अगर आप ध्यान से देखेंगे तो नोट के on the other side of the note you can find 15 languages. So the constitution has also recognized these languages. उन्होंने क्यों लिखा है? So that people can use these currency notes. Okay, so constitution has recognized these all languages. Okay, now next we will see. Now see, as I told you, again I would like to repeat about cultural and educational right. Cultural or educational right क्या होता है, that we are going to see again, because it is very important that you should know our rights. Okay, what it includes, see उसमें क्या आता है cultural and educational right में? Protection of interest of minorities. ओके, प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट ऑफ माइनॉरिटीज, मतलब माइनॉरिटीज जो होते हैं उनको प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए, उनका जो कल्चर है उनको प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए ये राइट दिया गया है. नाउ यू विल से व्हाट इज माइनॉरिटी? माइनॉरिटी मतलब क्या है? द पॉपुलेशन, ओके, ऑफ पर्टिकुलर रिलीजन इज लेस. अगर उनका पॉपुलेशन कम है एज कंपेयर टू अदर रिलीजन, दे आर कॉल्ड माइनॉरिटी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल क्रिश्चियंस है, okay, their population is less as compared to other religion like hindus से उनका जो population है वो कम है, तो christians are called minorities. Okay, sikhs are called minorities, muslims are called minorities. So they can protect their culture. Okay, this right is given to them. And then next is their right of minorities to establish and administer educational institutions. माइनॉरिटीज को उनको हक दिया है कि वो अपना खुद का एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस, ओके, फॉर द एजुकेशनल पर्पस दे कैन सेट अप देयर ओन इंस्टीट्यूशंस. ओके, दे कैन सेट अप देयर स्कूल्स, दे कैन सेट अप देयर कॉलेजेस. ओके, बट इन दैट इट इज नॉट अलाउड, इट इज नॉट कंपल्सरी टू टीच रिलीजन. उसमें रिलीजन सिखाना उनको कंपल्सरी नहीं बोला है, ओनली फॉर एजुकेशनल पर्पस दे कैन सेट अप दिस इंस्टीट्यूशंस. ये जो इंस्टीट्यूशंस है वो एजुकेशनल पर्पस के लिए उनको राइट दिया गया है, सो दे कैन सेट अप. ओके, नेक्स्ट वी विल सी आर्टिकल 29. अभी आर्टिकल 29 क्या कहता है? प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट ऑफ माइनॉरिटीज. एज आई टोल्ड यू, माइनॉरिटीज का जो भी प्रोटेक्शन है उसके लिए आर्टिकल 29 में मेंशन किया है. व्हाट इट टेल्स, सी, Article 29 provides that any section of the citizens residing in any part of India having a distinct language, script or culture of its own shall have the right to conserve the same. See, any section of citizens. Section of citizens means any group of citizens. Okay, residing in any part, मतलब living in any part of India, have their distincts. ओके, स्पेशल लैंग्वेज, स्क्रिप्ट और कल्चर, उनका जो भी कल्चर है, लैंग्वेज है, दे हैव द राइट टू कंजर्व द सेम. दिस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हैज गिवन दिस राइट अंडर द आर्टिकल 29. 29 आर्टिकल में ये लिखा गया है कि कोई भी ग्रुप के लोग जो है, अगर उनका लैंग्वेज, स्क्रिप्ट और कल्चर जो भी उनका है, दे कैन preserve it, they can conserve it. And how they can do? See, further, no citizen shall be denied admission into any educational institutions maintained by the state or receiving aid out of state funds on grounds of only religion, race, caste or language. अगर आप एडमिशन लेने जाते हो, any citizen can take in this education admission in this educational institution. अगर minorities ने educational institution set up किया है, but it is not like that only minorities can go to that particular institution. Okay, you all can go to that institution, all can get admission in this educational institution. No citizen shall be denied, मतलब कोई भी citizen को रोका नहीं जा सकता. Everybody can take admission in this institution. अगर उन लोगों से सेटअप किया हुआ है, but all can get admission. आपको डिस्क्रिमिनेट नहीं किया जाएगा कि आप दूसरे लैंग्वेज के हो और दूसरे रिलीजन के हो और रेस डिफरेंट रेस, यू बिलोंग टू डिफरेंट रेस, ऐसा करके आपको एडमिशन डिनाई नहीं कर सकते. दे कैन नॉट डिनाई एनी वन. ओके, इवन दो इट इज सेटअप बाय माइनॉरिटीज, अगर माइनॉरिटीज से सेटअप किया गया है, देन टू ऑल कैन गेट एडमिशन इन दैट पर्टिकुलर एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन. अगर उनको स्टेट गवर्नमेंट से फंड मिलता है, ओके, so they cannot deny, they cannot reject your admission. So this is all about uh, educational and cultural right. कल्चरल और एजुकेशन राइट में ये सब मेंशन किया गया है. So people from different religion, different community, what they do, they set up their institutions. Okay, next we will see for promoting their language. उनका जो लैंग्वेज है उसको प्रमोट करने के लिए they set up their educational institutions. Okay, association they set up. Okay, they can set up trustees also. वो लोग जो है वो अपना ट्रस्ट बना के they can set up schools, colleges to promote their language. Okay, but everybody can get admission in that particular association, institution. Okay, anybody can join this institution for educational purpose. अगर आपको education लेना है वो institution में, even though it is set up by minorities ने set up किया हुआ है, start किया हुआ है, but everybody can get admission in that particular educational institution. Okay, next we will see now as you know, we have learned about culture, we have learned about language. Okay, we have learned about educational rights. Okay, so we will discuss one question here. How many official languages are listed in the constitution? मतलब constitution में कितने official languages को recognize किया है, that we are going to see. Okay, how many official languages are listed in the constitution? कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में कितने ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेजेस को नाम दिए गए हैं, दैट वी आर गोइंग टू सी. नेक्स्ट वी विल सी देयर आर 22 ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेजेस, ओके, मेंशन्ड इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. ओके, 22 ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेजेस जो है वो रिकॉग्नाइज किए गए हैं. ओके, so all over India these official languages can be used. Okay, these are regional languages. Okay, this we can use in all over India. आप इंडिया में कहीं भी जाके ये 22 ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेजेस में से कोई भी लैंग्वेज आप यूज कर सकते हो. बट मैक्सिमम व्हाट we find different state using their own regional language. तो ये 22 लैंग्वेजेस जो है वो कौन से हैं, उनके रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल असम है तो उनका क्या लैंग्वेज है, असमिया. ओके, then in Odisha what they use, Oriya, their language name is Oriya. In West Bengal what they use, Bengali. Okay, so there is one more language, Nepali is there. Then Punjab, in Punjab you can speak Punjabi. So these different languages are recognized by the constitution, means you can study in this 22 languages. There are more than this, but constitution जो है उन्होंने 22 लैंग्वेजेस को ऑफिशियल माना गया है, मीन्स ऑफिशियली जो भी काम होता है वो 22 लैंग्वेजेस में हो सकता है. ओके, नेक्स्ट वी विल सी. Now one more question we are going to discuss here is very important. ये जो question है वो बहुत important है. So listen carefully. Which institutions have been established by the Maharashtra state government for further development of Marathi language? See, as I told you, uh, different states promote their own language. Okay, भी हम लोग कौन से state में रहते हैं? महाराष्ट्र में. So which institutions have been set up by Maharashtra state government? महाराष्ट्र state government ने कौन से institutions बनाए हैं for the development of Marathi language? मराठी language को promote करने के लिए, okay, for the spread of Marathi language, उन्होंने कौन से institutions बनाए हैं? That we are going to see. Now let's see next. See, Rajya Marathi Vikas Sanstha. Okay, institution's name is what? Rajya Marathi Vikas Sanstha, and then Bhasha Sanchanalay. These two committees have been set up by the Maharashtra government. Okay, so these committees, what they do? They promote Marathi language. Okay, Rajya Marathi Vikas Sanstha and Bhasha Sanchanalay. Okay, these are the two institutions set up by Maharashtra government. Maharashtra government में ये दो institutions set up किए हैं. For what purpose? To promote Marathi language. मराठी का जो language है उसको promote करने के लिए उन्होंने ये दोनों institutions बनाए हैं. What is that? राज्य मराठी विकास संस्था, then Bhasha Sanchanalay. Okay, these two institutions have been set up by Maharashtra government. So remember these two names. Okay, Rajya Marathi Vikas Sanstha, Bhasha Sanchanalay. Now next we will see. See, one more institution has been set up by Maharashtra government. Marathi Vishwakosh Mandal. Okay, Marathi Vishwakosh Mandal. Vishwakosh means encyclopedia. मराठी विश्वकोश मंडल ने क्या बनाया है? They have prepared विश्वकोश, encyclopedia बनाया है. Now what is encyclopedia? Encyclopedia, in this encyclopedia you can find all Marathi words, their meanings. Okay, उनके जो meanings रहते हैं Marathi words which are difficult to understand by you can refer this encyclopedia. ये encyclopedia में all Marathi words are given in detail. Okay, their meanings are given with examples. So you can refer this encyclopedia. And who prepared this? Marathi Vishwakosh Mandal. Okay, they have prepared this book on Marathi to promote Marathi language. Marathi language को बढ़ाने के लिए उन्होंने क्या किया है? Encyclopedia भी बनाया है. If you don't understand any big difficult words of Marathi, you can refer this book. Okay, now next we will see. Now one more important question arises. अगर हम लोगों ने अभी देखा है एजुकेशनल एंड कल्चरल राइट्स के बारे में पढ़े, ओके, फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन के बारे में पढ़ा हम लोगों ने. अभी देखते हैं ये क्वेश्चन क्या कहता है. व्हाट दिस क्वेश्चन मीन्स. सी, do you think that all the work of the government and courts should be done in Marathi in Maharashtra? What should be done to do so? Do you think that all the work of the government and courts should be done in Marathi in Maharashtra? See, in Maharashtra, do you think that all government work should be done in Marathi? What should be done to do so? उसके लिए हम लोग को क्या करना चाहिए? Yes, okay, yes, Marathi should be used in all government offices and courts. Okay, so for that what you should do? What you should do to promote our language? We should speak more and more Marathi language. Okay, Marathi is our official language. Marathi जो है वो महाराष्ट्र का regional language है, official language है. Okay, but nowadays what happens? In cities what they speak? Cities में क्या मराठी अब ज़्यादा सुनने को मिलता है? what they think that speaking Marathi, they feel inferior complex. Okay, either they speak English or Hindi. Okay, मराठी बोलना उनको लगता है कि कुछ तो inferiority complex आता है, but we should not do like this. Okay, we should use maximum Marathi language in our day to day life. Unless and until अगर आप मराठी लैंग्वेज यूज नहीं करेंगे तो उसको प्रमोट कैसे करेंगे, उसको स्प्रेड कैसे करेंगे? सो फॉर दैट पर्पस you should use more and more मराठी लैंग्वेज. ओके, मराठी जो लैंग्वेज है वो हम लोग को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा यूज करना चाहिए. ओके, एंड दैट मराठी गवर्नमेंट वर्क should also be done in Marathi. Okay, only in Marathi, and then courts. In courts also Marathi language should be used. Okay, so to promote our language Marathi, we should speak more and more Marathi in our day to day life. हमारे जो day to day life है उनमें हम लोग मराठी ज़्यादा बोलना चाहिए. Okay, then only we can promote our language. Okay, if we don't speak Marathi and we are saying we want to promote our language, it's not possible. It should start with you. Okay, with all our people. So we should remember that we should speak more and more Marathi language. Okay, and we should tell others also that speaking Marathi is not inferior. Okay, you can preserve our language. अपना जो language है उसको हम लोग preserve करना चाहिए. So for that you should use that language. Okay, you should not use other languages for official purpose. If you are, it is okay, but in our day to day life also we are using English or Hindi. जो अपना लैंग्वेज जो है उसका जो एक्सिस्टेंस है वो खत्म हो जाएगा. सो फॉर दैट पर्पस टू प्रोटेक्ट अवर लैंग्वेज वी शुड यूज अवर लैंग्वेज मराठी. ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट दिस. ओके, नेक्स्ट वी विल see, as I told you, Marathi language should be used in Maharashtra government. Okay, in courts also Marathi language should be used in the proceedings of the courts. जो भी कोर्ट का प्रोसीडिंग है वो महाराष्ट्र में है तो we should use Marathi language. Okay, as you know, विधान सभा है, विधान परिषद है, in that both the bodies Marathi is used. So why can't we use in courts also? Courts में भी हम लोग मराठी यूज करना चाहिए. ओके, मराठी लैंग्वेज वी शुड यूज. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द लैंग्वेज. ओके, नाउ लेट्स डू द रिकैप ऑफ दिस. एक बार रिकैप करेंगे हम लोग. द राइट ऑफ फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन के बारे में हम लोग एक बार कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ लेंगे. ओके, यू शुड रिमेम्बर व्हाट इज फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन. सो आई वांट यू टू रिकैप okay whatever we have learned today, so that after that I'm going to प्ले अ क्विज. ओके, आपके साथ हम लोग क्विज खेलेंगे जैसे लास्ट टाइम हम लोग ने किया था. सी, एज आई टोल्ड यू, इंग्लिश वी यूज मैक्सिमम इंग्लिश. ओके, सो दैट इज नॉट should be not done. We should use maximum Marathi language. Now before quiz I would like to revise. Okay, एक बार रिवाइज कर लेते हैं हम लोग. Okay, now we will do quiz, then I am going to revise with you. Okay, quiz के बाद हम लोग रिवाइज करेंगे. Okay, now let's start our quiz. Are you ready children? सब लोग रेडी है ना? जो भी टीचर ने पढ़ाया you understood ना? You have learned so many things. अभी now let's see कि आप आंसर सही देते हैं कि नहीं, whether you are answering correctly or not. Now let's start the quiz. Okay, एक बार क्विज स्टार्ट कर लेते हैं हम लोग. There are some questions given in the quiz. Let's see whether you know the correct answer. आपको correct answer आता है कि नहीं, that we are going to see. Now start. Next slide. See, what is the first question? पहला question क्या है देखो. How many fundamental rights are guaranteed by our constitution? How many fundamental rights?
Fundamental rights are guaranteed by our constitution.
Very good, very good. There are 6 fundamental rights. Okay, how many fundamental rights are guaranteed?
Fundamental rights.
Okay, 6 fundamental rights are guaranteed by the Constitution. Very good. Okay, now next we will see, is India a secular state?
Yes, India is a
Yes.
secular
Very good.
state.
Yes,
No,
India
no,
is
no. India is a secular country.
Yes, India is a secular country. State means also country बेटा. See, state का मतलब यहाँ पे civics में जो है वो country ही होता है. It is not like that a particular state. State मतलब country होता है. Civics में we can use the word state for our country. So India is a secular state.
Yes.
Yes, okay. We can follow any religion. So that is why India is called a secular state. We are free to follow any religion of our choice. So that is why India is called a secular state. Very good. Now next we will see, how many languages do we find on our currency notes?
There are 15
15.
languages we find on our currency notes.
Very good.
15
Excellent.
languages.
Excellent. Yes, 15 languages. Okay, 15 languages we find on our currency notes. Okay, we find 15 languages on our currency notes. Okay, next we will see, name the right with which we can preserve our language, script and literature. Which right gives us this all to preserve our language, script and literature? कौन सा राइट से अपने को ये सब प्रिजर्व
Culture
करने
and
को मिलता है?
educational rights.
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड.
Right.
Yes, very good. Correct answer. Cultural and educational right,
Right.
with the help of which we can preserve our language, script and literature. अपना जो भी language है, script है, literature है, that we can preserve with the help of educational and cultural right. Okay.
Yes.
Now, so you have all understood this topic very well, but still we will do the recap of the topic. Okay, हम लोग एक बार रिवाइज कर लेते हैं हम लोग ने क्या क्या पढ़ा है. So let's do recap.
Okay, ma'am.
Let's do the recap of the lesson. Okay, what is that rights, what rights we have got, that we are going to do recap. Okay, so I would like to show you all the slides which I have taught you just now. Okay, what is religious right, what are educational and cultural rights,
Yes.
that we are going to see. Okay, what right is given to all. Now these are the important rights, okay, given by the constitution. क्यों दिया है? For our development, okay, as an individual and as a member in the society. So we are given these fundamental rights. Okay, so these are very important rights. Next we will see, there are 6 fundamental rights. Okay, they are what? Right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, then right to constitutional remedies. Okay, next we will see right to freedom of religion. Okay, what is right to freedom of religion, what it says, constitution में क्या कहा गया है regarding this right. Now we will see next. See, this is very important. Freedom of religion. Okay, each Indian is free to practice any religion and to establish institutions for religious purposes. Every Indian is free to practice, to follow any religion of his own choice. उनके जो choice का है वो religion वो follow कर सकते हैं. They can preach, they can teach, and they can propagate. Propagate means they can spread their religion. Okay, to all people. They are free to practice and follow their own religion. This is given in freedom of religion. This is very important. So I repeat, in this religion, in this freedom, what is freedom? What freedom we have given? We have been given, we are free to practice our own religion. Okay, next we will see. See, as you know, there are many religions. As I told you, there is Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam. Okay, so these all we can follow any religion of our choice. Okay, Next we will see. See, I told you there are different religions practiced in India. Okay, there is Hinduism, Buddhism hai, Islam, Sikhism, Parsi, Judaism, Christianity, Jainism. So all these religions are practiced in India, and we are free to practice any religion. Okay, next. See, as I told you, we can offer our prayer in any way. Okay, whatever religion we follow, we can offer our prayers. Okay, next we will see. See, there are different places of worship. So we are free to go to any place of worship. Okay, you can visit any place of worship like temple, church, gurudwara, mosque. You can visit any place to worship, to offer your prayers. Next we will see. See, different people go to different places to worship their gods. Okay, next we will see. See, as I told you, you are free to follow your religion. Okay, but it should be done peacefully. Okay, you should not disturb you should not disturb anyone's peace of mind, or you have to follow discipline also. You have to maintain discipline while following your religion. आप अपना धर्म follow कर रहे हो, that doesn't mean that you should disturb others. Okay, you should maintain discipline, and you should also maintain hygiene while following these religions. Okay, next we will see. See, in the name of religion, you cannot practice any unfair customs or traditions or superstitions. Okay, these are all banned by the government. Next we will see. See, you cannot collect, government cannot collect religious tax. In the name of religion, you cannot be forced to give tax. Okay, so government cannot cannot collect any tax from any religious institutions. Okay, next we will see. See, this is also very important, that it is not compulsory that religious education is given in the institutions. Okay, in the educational institutions, religious education is not compulsory. Okay, you are not forced to learn anything related to religion. Okay, it is not compulsory. Next we will see cultural and educational rights. As I told you, there is a India has a different diversity in culture. There is a variety in our culture. Different people live in our uh, India. Okay, they follow their own customs. They can follow their culture, they can preserve their culture. Okay, next we will see their tradition is different, so they can follow their own tradition. Okay, next. See, this is very important. Right to preserve our language, culture and tradition. Educational and cultural right जो है वो क्या कहता है? You can preserve your culture, you can preserve your language, you can preserve your tradition, and you can also make efforts towards their promotion. Okay, to promote your language, to promote your culture, to promote your tradition, you can make efforts. Okay, this right is given to all citizens of India. Next we will see. Next we will see. See, homework time. What is given in the homework? Write about the following. See, these two important rights we have done, right? So you have to write about this following. Okay, right to freedom of religion. What is mentioned in the right to freedom of religion? Very simple. I told you that we are free to follow our own religion. We can practice our own religion. We can propagate, means we can spread our religion. Okay, so this is all you have to write in this right. Okay, now next is what? Cultural and educational right. What it means, that all you have to write. Okay, what is the cultural and educational right? What right is given under this? You have to write what constitution says in this right. You have to write about this in this question. Okay, you can write answer